Canadian Gundam is your one-stop shop for all things Gunpla and plamo here in North America. With a vast catalog that's restocked regularly, a private warehouse option, and flat-rate shipping to the US and Canada, they've got you covered. When you're checking out that vast catalog, don't forget to use the promo code Gunpla Network to save 10% off your entire order. Welcome to the Gunpla Network. I'm Murdoch, and this is 5 Minute Mecha, where I've got 5 minutes to give you the rundown on a mech. Today, we're looking at the RX-78GP02A Gundam Physalis, or Fish Ice, depending on if you dub whatever, because the Gundam Development Project was all about codenaming their machines as flowers or parts thereof. The GP02A was the third Gundam machine in a set of 5 created by Anaheim Electronics under the Gundam Development Project in the years following the One-Year War. This whole project saw Anaheim absorb Zeonic into its corporate fold and use their knowledge and research to further develop mobile suit technology for the Federation. The GP02A stands at about 19.5 meters tall at its tallest point and has a max gross weight of about 83 metric tons. And it's surprisingly spry for being such a chonk machine, with nearly 2 Gs of max acceleration from its thrusters. Ultimately, the GP02A would be stolen by one Anavel Gato in January of UC-83, where it would be used by him under the flag of Admiral Delaz and the Zeon remnants. This later happened because, you guessed it, the top brass got complacent and people demanding change found a way. As to if it was for the better, well, I'll let my uniform inform you of my opinion on the matter. With Zeon Ace pilot Anavel Gato at the controls, the GP02A would go on to terrorize the EFSF Naval Review and the asteroid base formerly known as Space Fortress Solomon, now dubbed Compe Island, by wrecking 2/3 of the fleet and earn himself the nickname the Nightmare of Solomon.
Gato!
Now, the GP02A's development is surrounded in controversy as the big old bazooka, which I will go in more detail in a moment here, is loaded with a tactical nuke. There's a lot of back and forth on what the reasoning behind finding the loopholes in the Antarctic Treaty was, and I'm not going to get into it here. There's literally whole web pages and forums dedicated to just arguing back and forth this subject. GP02A is somewhat lightly armed, in that it has very limited variety of equipment, but in terms of what it's packing, well, that's another story. GP02A's factory standard armament, from when it got stolen anyway, are that bog standard pair of 60mm head Vulcans, and that's it for bog standard. Remember, this was a purpose-built machine. This thing packs a very unique beam saber pair in the form of the Anaheim Electronics Blash AEXB909L beam saber. These were developed for heavier mobile suits. These particular specimens are stored on the hip armor. The Physalis also has a rather unique shield for its task, to the point that even the cockpit of the GP02 is lined with a thick set of layers of neutron moderators. Fancy science. Ooh. The shield's model designation is the NRSH02RX/S00013. And it's not just great at blocking beam attacks. No. This massive brick was designed to do one particular job: protect the machine behind it from thermal and ionizing radiation. It even has a built-in LN2 cooling system. Now, the part you've been waiting for, the atomic bazooka. The model number of the atomic bazooka is the AEZIM.G RX-78GP02A-0186-A. And it loads a singular Mark II nuclear warhead. Sorry, nuclear warhead rocket. I should be specific. That warhead is known as a self-restraining thermonuclear bomb, which is sci-fi speak for it doesn't just do your standard nuclear kaboom. Oh no. It throws Minovsky particles everywhere too. And makes a really big, really hot, really nasty fireball. Gato, in more recent offshoot or retconning media, has also been noted to have used both a beam javelin and a Zionic 135mm anti-ship rifle with the GP02A. And events culminating in the end of Stardust Memory are why we have the Titans. So good job, Gato. You accomplished something. And that's it for this episode. We'll see you in the next one.